Hello YouTube, it's PS4 Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video I thought I'd give you a roundup of the recent gaming news, as I haven't done a gaming news video in over a month. Sorry about that. Coming up in today's video we have a new multiplayer mode for one of the biggest selling games of the year. Sony are re-releasing some fan favourite PlayStation 4 DualShock controllers, and there's a new game about the Monkey King, all coming up on today's show. So first up then we have the news that Ghost of Tsushima will be getting a new multiplayer mode called Legends, and this is coming from the PlayStation blog, which I'll link in the description. So Legends is an entirely new experience. It is a separate mode that doesn't follow Jin or the companions from his journey, but instead focuses on 4 warriors who have been built up as legends in stories told by the people of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima's single player campaign focuses on an open world and exploring the natural beauty of the island, with locations and enemies inspired by Japanese folklore and mythology, and an emphasis on cooperative combat and action. So you'll be able to partner up with friends or via online matchmaking and play as legends in groups of 2 to 4 players. Each player can choose from 1 or 4 different character classes: the samurai, hunter, ronin or assassin. Each class has unique advantages and abilities that will reveal in the future, says Sucker Punch Studios. So with Legends you'll be able to play a series of co-op story missions that escalate in difficulty, building on the foundation of combat from the single player campaign, but with new magical twists that often require careful synchronization with your partner or players in your group. With 4 players you'll be able to take on wave-based survival missions, fight in groups of the toughest enemies Tsushima has to offer, including new Oni enemies with supernatural abilities. This sounds really fantastic and definitely a multiplayer experience that I personally wasn't expecting, but I definitely will be giving this a go when it releases in autumn this year. There's also 4-player raid that will arrive shortly after launch of Ghost of Tsushima Legends, in you and your partners to an entirely new realm to challenge the brutal, terrifying enemies that the island has to offer. Next up then we have the news that PlayStation are bringing back some fan favourite classic PS4 controllers. This is coming straight from the PlayStation blog, paraphrasing just to save on a bit of time, but what basically, and I've also picked out the main points as the PlayStation blog goes on to say. PlayStation is bringing back some classic PS4 DualShock controllers. The DualShock controller has continued to grow since launch almost 7 years ago. They have introduced over 25 colours in total globally, ranging from the classic jet black and wave blue to the electric sunset orange and red crystal. They are bringing back some of the more stylish designs this August at participating retailers. So some of the PlayStation 4 designs that are getting brought back are the berry blue, red camouflage, rose gold and steel black. The article then goes on to say basically to check with your local retailer to check for availability and price. And finally we have some really fantastic new gameplay footage from a Chinese indie dev. So it's a new single player action adventure RPG. It's being developed by a small indie dev studio from China called Game Science Studio. It is based on Journey to the West mythology and is taking the internet by storm, and the game is called Black Myth Wukong. It looks very sort of Chinesey and looks very similar to God of War sort of style, really high quality graphic, and the gameplay looks fantastic as you can see in the background. I'm very impressed with this gameplay, as this looks like a very good AAA game and not an indie studio, as sometimes indie studios have a perception of being really terrible games, but this game is definitely not the case. It's one of the better games I've seen so far in 2020, and I can't wait to see more information in the future and a potential release date. So there you go guys, that has been my gaming news roundup video of the last week. Let me know your thoughts below. Will you be playing Ghost of Tsushima Legends when that launches later in the year? Will you be buying some new PlayStation controllers to jazz up your PlayStation collection? And are you excited to learn more about Black Myth Wukong, the new game being developed and hopefully will be coming out on the PS5? As always guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I've been PS4 Gaming Scotland and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys. Bye bye.